Welcome back, everybody. It's me, Cyrus. We're continuing to take a look here at this video capture device. It's a very cheap, affordable device that I got off Amazon for 40 bucks. This is not a commercial. I'm not paid. This is just me talking about a product that I paid for myself. The previous videos that I did experimenting around with some of the capture led me to some conclusions and some experiments, which I now want to share with you. So what you're looking at here is composite video. This is coming from my Twin Famicom, my Sharp Twin Famicom, which is, of course, you know, like a Japanese NES, but with some extra stuff. But it's the same thing, basically, as far as video being output and everything. So, yeah, I wasn't really happy with what I was getting out of it, so I did make some changes, and I want to show you what I did and talk about the results and get your thoughts about that. So we're going to switch over here to the enhancement that I made. And of course, we're not going to get a absolutely perfect picture because it's composite video coming into this thing. But let me kind of tell you what you're looking at and what we're dealing with here. So you'll notice the aspect ratio is different. That's because this is being processed through the RetroTink 2X Pro that I own. The RetroTink will convert various different analog signals, and in this case composite, into a digital HDMI signal. And the signal that's output from that is 720 by 480. And 720 by 480 is actually not a 4 by 3 aspect ratio. It's actually a 3 by 2 aspect ratio, which was something that I didn't realize until later on, doing a bunch of experiments and reading about stuff and figuring things out. But anyway, so what I had to do was manually change the picture to be a 3 by 2 aspect ratio, which is what you're seeing here, so that it would actually be the correct proportions. And it makes the picture, I think, look quite a bit better because everything is in the right layout. And yes, there's still going to be some distortion on the edges of things, and there's going to be noise. There's not much I can do about that because it is composite. But we're back to looking like what we're supposed to be looking like. And also, you'll notice the brightness is considerably higher, and that's because I have implemented a gamma correction in the filters that they give you here. So in the filters that OBS supports, I have a color correction filter, and it's adding 0.3 in gamma to bring that brightness up. Now, I did do some experiments around with the same filter, trying to figure out if I could get that green tinge to kind of go away that's on gray stuff or basically like some of the browns look kind of green, stuff like that. I don't know. It's a weird artifacting issue. Unfortunately, I cannot fix it. I tried playing around with the hue shift, and it just doesn't work. When doing comparisons to the colors that I'm capturing here versus the color output of this exact game, which I used Mario as a good baseline, by the way. But I also looked at it with some other games. But using this game, I compared the color palette output from like my Switch and from captures of Super Mario from emulators and things like that. And this color palette that you're seeing right here is about as close as I think I can get, and it's pretty close to what it's supposed to be. And this is without any enhancement. I'm not actually doing any shifting of the hue. This is exactly how it is. So that little bit of green tinge is just something I don't think I'm going to be able to do much about. But I do think that raising the gamma or the brightness has actually mitigated some of that. All right. That's a lot of talking about this crap, a lot of nerd talk about some of the specifics of what has gone on and what you're seeing here. But I wanted to explain what I'm doing with this testing and why I think it's important. If you're trying to capture original hardware, like real consoles using this capture card, I want to give you the best information I have about what I've been able to do to get the best picture. So, I don't have any other enhancements with the picture other than manually setting this to be a 3:2 aspect ratio capture, and also increasing the gamma by 0.3. I have tried a lot of other things, including doing a manual de-interlace using OBS and various filtering things, and even sharpening, which I don't think is even necessary at all. In fact, I think if I actually wish there was a way to soften this picture just a little bit, because there's like a pre-built-in sharpening filter on this capture card, and it adds a little bit too much of an enhancement to lines. So you can see what I'm talking about probably. I don't know how well YouTube will capture that, because of the compression on YouTube. But yeah, it's a little too sharp on the edges, and it creates sort of a haloing, or I don't know if that's the right term, but there's a little bit of a ghosting thing going on the edges a little bit. But it's not bad, and it may not even be noticeable. It's just some like nitpicky stuff that I'm going to notice because I'm trying to get the best quality picture I can out of stock hardware. Okay. And like I said, this is stock hardware. What you're seeing is composite video and no enhancements other than that. So that is enough talking. I think I've explained as best I can what you're looking at. So let's play some games. I'll just show you several NES games, and then we'll move on and look at something else. But let's just play some games, and you can kind of get a feel for what the capturing is like. So here we go. I'm just going to play some Mario. You're not going to get as sharp a picture out of this as if you were capturing from an emulator or from, the Nintendo Switch or something like that. This is a composite picture coming out of an old game console. So bear that in mind. Oh man, I messed up. Oh no. You get like used to doing something and then you just make mistakes. It's funny how you can do the same thing 1,000 times and it's fine, but that one time it's a little different. But I'm not gonna lie, I've never been like an expert Super Mario Brothers player. Believe it or not, I've never even beat this game. Seriously. It's like I know, it's terrible for me to even admit to that, but that's the truth. Never beat the original Super Mario Brothers. Played the ever-living hell out of it at the arcade and on the home consoles, but yeah. One of these days I'm gonna have to do that. fun busting these blocks. Oop. Oh no! Alright, let's take a look at another game. Okay, we gotta look at classic Batman, obviously. Love this game. Yes, I am using my turbo. One of the great things about this console, the Sharp Twin Famicom, built-in turbo. I love it. Oops. Oh. Still an awesome game, one of my favorites. I wish you would have been able to do the wall jumping on the other Batman games, like the Genesis Batman games, or even like the more modern, like the Arkham games, that would have been like do the wall jumping. That would have been badass. Not enough wall jumping in games. I love the animation on this, the little drops and everything. Cool. One thing I'll say about this card, I do think the green is a little too green. I think that's what the issue is. A little too oversaturated. And that's probably why the green bleeds through on other things. Like other colors and stuff, like especially gray. It doesn't look bad though. It's not like terrible. Just a little too green. Thankfully, I really like green. You know, green's not a color that bothers me, so I don't mind seeing a little too much green. For some reason, like if it was a little too much red, that might bother me. I'm gonna turn the volume just a little bit down on the game. Sorry about that. I think if it was a little too red, it might bother me because I have had TVs where the screen was a little too red and it annoyed me. But green doesn't really bother me that much. It doesn't really bother me at all, actually. But it is a little bit... It is a noticeable difference, I would say that. Ouch. Alright, I think we should look at another game. Okay, this is a game called a Stynax. I don't know if you remember this game from back in the day. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, I'm sorry. Woo! Where am I? This is Remelia. My name is Cutie. I brought you to this world. It's very creepy. What? A talking butterfly? Alright, whatever. We'll just play the game. So, a Stynax was made by the same people that made Legendary Axe, believe it or not. Might notice some gameplay similarity. That's why. Ah, crap. Look at that. Does that look familiar? If you played Legendary Axe? Little totems. And you got that power meter that if you let it charge up and you hit somebody with it, your attack is a lot more powerful. Damn, I'm getting destroyed. Oh man, I ran into that. I ran into that guy. Yeah, I mean, it plays like a lot like Legendary Axe, quite a bit. And you see like the way the enemies explode like that. There's just so many similarities here. Ah, crap, I did it again. Wow. See if I can avoid doing it this time. Oh my god. It hit me from behind. Alright, well that's a Stynax. Yeah, Captain America. How about that? My favorite version of Captain America is on the Sega Genesis. That's the one I like the best. But it's not too bad on here, actually. Let's get past this stuff. Tampa? Oh, no. Ouch. No, do not want. Oh, I'm still alive. Amazing how many games kill you when you go into the water. Good thing that water doesn't actually kill people instantly from falling in it. We would have had a hard time evolving as a species. Alright, let's look at something else. Yeah, that's right. They put Defender 2 on the NES, and it's a pretty damn good version of it. The only thing I don't like about it, and it's kind of a nitpicky thing to not like, but the only thing I don't like about it is when your ship explodes, it just doesn't look very cool. I think they could have done a lot better job on the explosion when when the enemies blow up. Look, it looks great. That's cool looking. But when you blow up, I just don't think it looks that cool. Especially because like the Atari 5200 version of Defender looks so badass when you blow up. Of course, the arcade is cool as hell looking, but, you know. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But this is a great way to play Defender 2. You may not know this. Oh, see? That's what I'm talking about. It's not that cool looking. It's kind of weird looking. You may not know this, but this game is also known as Stargate. And it's not related to the movie, and the movie is not related to it. Completely different thing. But this game, yeah, it's also called Stargate. And that's why, see that right there? That's the Stargate. I can go in that, and then I come out over here. Oh, but I died because I got hit. Game over, man. Let's check out something else. Who doesn't love Excite Bike? I absolutely adore this game. I used to love trying to make my own tracks in this and then play them. Good times. Game is fun as hell. We used to compete, me and my friends back in the day, see how crazy a track we could make. Good times. So yeah, those you notice there's a little bit of extra green going on there for that light tan stuff, and there's not much I can do about it. You know, the darker spots that are not, they're not black, they're just sort of like light brownish or whatever, but anyway, you can see there's sort of a little bit of green mixed in there. It's just I think it's a byproduct of the compression that's built into this capture card. I'm not really sure. Alright, let's check out something else. This game is called Flying Warriors. And we'll see if we can blow through this real quick, get to the game. Come on, skip it. Okay. Kind of an interesting little like kung fu like game. Speaking of kung fu, how about some kung fu? Yeah, turbo helps on this one for sure. Believe it or not, I've mentioned this every time I play this game. The Atari 2600 Kung Fu is really good. In fact, I actually like it better than this. Believe it or not. It doesn't even look like a 2600 game. It looks like it could have. It looks like it could have been a 7800 game. It's really good. Graphics are not bad. I think the graphics in this one are obviously better. But, you know, I think maybe because it is such a surprise that it looks as good as it does and plays as good as it does, that's why I like it better. I don't know. I mean, this on NES is awesome. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying 2600 one's pretty cool. Let's check out something else. Now here's a game that's pretty well known because it's an extremely expensive game. It's one of the last NES games that came out, and super expensive because of that. But Little Samson is actually very impressive for the NES graphically. I mean, you can see the color usage and the detail and the animations and sprite work. Little Samson is a very cool game. It's kind of unfortunate that the only reason people know about the game or care about it is because it's so expensive, you know? I mean, look at the animation on this. It's really cool. Look at that. Grabbing on the walls, you lean off of them like that. That's cool. Ouch. Oop, dang it. Go. It's a cool game. This right here is one of my all-time favorite NES games. It used to be my absolute favorite. It's definitely my favorite of the Ninja Gaiden games. It's just really cool, you know? legendary opening sequence, which is really cool. And I could watch it again, but I've seen it probably over 1,000 times. I just want to see Ashtar's face for a second, and then we'll just play a little game. There we go. Alright, let's play the game. I love all the improvements they made to this one. You start off with an extra weapon. You can walk up and down the walls without having to just jump back and forth. Although you can still jump back and forth. So many new items. The ninja ghosts are the best part. That's ridiculously cool. I remember the first time I was playing this. I still remember that. And the first time I got the ninja, the ghost ninjas that follow you, I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. Although, to be fair, I think this game copied that from from another ninja game, let's just say, that's on the TurboGrafx 16. It was originally an arcade game. Yeah. Oh, I almost fell down there. Wow. There we go. Although, I don't know. Is this better than Ninja Spirit? Or is Ninja Spirit better than this? That's up for debate. Both are excellent games. I don't think you should have to choose. If I want to play Ninja Spirit, I'll play that. I love that game. I still haven't beat it. I got all the way almost to the end, and I had to stop. I just couldn't do it. I'll try it again though, at some point. All right, on to the next one. Alright, I haven't played this in a minute. What an absolute classic game. Like, I don't know how many of my friends bought an NES because of this game. This was so... Man, you couldn't ever get this game. You wanted to rent this game? Good luck. It was never there. People rented this game all the time. This is definitely a game you wanted to buy, because you would play the crap out of it. Love this game. It's so well made, you know. It's not even really like the arcade game. It's like a whole different game. It's like a cartoon boxing match. It's really cool. Ouch. Ow. How dare you? Here's another game that's a little bit later release game for the NES, but a really cool sequel to a game for a series that I love. One year ago, the Joe team attacked and destroyed Cobra Commander's main base on an uncharted island in the Atlantic. Unknown to anyone at the time, the island was actually all that remained of the lost continent of Atlantis. After their defeat, Cobra unearthed an ancient power source and found that they could use it to revive Cobra Commander. I think that's funny because Atlantis, the G.I. Joe game for the Atari 2600, is a lot like Atlantis on the 2600. That's a very interesting coincidence there. By tapping into the ancient power source, Cobra Commander has raised the lost continent and is now rebuilding his forces. It's a desperate race against time as General Hawk attempts to assemble a strike team before Cobra can use the power source to destroy the world. Cobra always looking for those power sources. Stalker. General Hawk infiltrating the Isle of Atlantis will be difficult. Several members of the Joe team have already taken up positions on the island. Once you find them, they will assist you in your assault on the power source. Intelligence indicates that Cobra Commander has taken hostages and placed them in locations around his base. I'll continue to monitor the operation from our orbital base. Good luck. Alright. Here we go. Oh, I need that. And that POW flies off. Sheesh. Oh, come on. It's hammer time. Ah, he got me. Yojo. You ever played the Japanese version of Star Wars for the NES? This is a translated version. It's nothing like the American version. It's very different. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, we're just gonna jump in here. Oh my. Luke, help me. We've been captured by the Empire. How did she know it was Luke? That's not from the movie. That's not canon. Look at it. You got your lightsaber. There. That's for killing my grandmother. Sand people. I don't even know what I'm killing. See, this is pretty cool. This is not like the one we got. That one's really hard. Oh, there's stormtroopers in here. I go this way, up the... Uh-oh. I am Sasori Vader. I have your friend here. Wow, this is not like the movie. Wow. I knew Darth Vader was a giant monster of some kind. Wow. Thank you for saving us. None of those characters could actually say that, by the way. I'm just saying. None of them speak, but they all said that. I love how we're just reinventing Star Wars here. It's awesome. Oh no, I died. See, nothing like the movie. There's no way a stormtrooper would actually be able to hit me. Ouch. God dang it. Game over. Here's a game I owned back in the day because I just happened to find it one day in a bargain bin at a store called Hastings in San Angelo. But I actually really like this game. Pretty cool. It's got some really interesting graphics and it's fun. It's got a different way of playing. You gotta get past this little opening fight. The game gets a lot more interesting after this. Got these hooks on your arms. Yes, that's a ninja. This took me a minute to figure out, but if you come up here and hook this just right, you can grab that pipe like that. There we go. Ouch. Well, that's not what you're supposed to do. Let's try that again. Oh, crap. Now I gotta get the wolf again. There we go. Oh, I need to go down there. Go. Definitely a lot easier to fight this guy when you're the wolf. Look at that guy. Looks like it's like something out of a Marvel comic. I don't know. I think this game actually did come with a comic book, now that I'm remembering. It's a pretty cool game. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, well, that's not what you're supposed to do to get through that. Man, this game brings back memories right here. One of my best friends growing up had this game and traded it to me. We played the crap out of this two-player. It's sort of like one of those run and gun games, kind of like Contra, but you can piece together this super weapon called the heavy barrel. It has the worst voice ever. By the way, this was also an arcade game. pretty cool. It's not the best graphics or the best game, but it's a pretty fun two-player experience. Those keys open these boxes, and the boxes have pieces of the heavy barrel. See it in the bottom right corner? That's where when I get pieces, that's where they'll end up at. Oh, there we go. Yeah, buddy. You have to remember, you don't want to waste all your keys. See, there's a piece. Not every box has something in it. I love the weapons in this game. If you never played through Heavy Barrel on the NES, you're missing out. Especially two-player. If you get a chance to play this two-player, it's really cool. I'm wasting all kinds of keys. I cannot remember which boxes to get and which ones to not get. Oh, crap. I love they let you, like, continue right where you die. I love games that do that. I can't remember if there's a cheat code for, like, a bunch of lives in this. There might be. There's a game on the TurboGrafx that's a lot like this called Last Alert or Red Alert. I've never played through it, but I've always wanted to. And I definitely need to do that when I get my Analog Duo. Oh no. Oh good, I can continue. Can I continue? There we go. Love that gun right there. Music's really good in this game too. This is a weapon you want to have here for sure. Oh, it's gone. You don't get to keep the weapons forever. Like Breath of the Wild, they break on you. Yeah, I'm just wasting these keys. There we go. Another piece of heavy barrel. Ooh, I died. I don't remember how many continues you get. Maybe you might get unlimited continues. Arrgh. Come on, man. I could sit here all day and play this game. Sorry. Freaking love this game. We've been talking about the TurboGrafx, so let's see. Let's do some testing on TurboGrafx stuff. I'll use my PC Engine Duo RX, and we'll take a look at some Turbo games and see how they look through Composite. And you know what? Since we're talking about Last Alert, let's take a look at Last Alert. Just take a brief look at it. I wish I could get the heavy barrel in this so you could hear the voice, though, because it's really funny. Because you can't understand what it's saying. It's like... Data East. Gotta love it. Alright, let's check out some Turbo. Okay, now Last Alert is another one of those games with the two names. You know, some games have more than one name. This one's called Red Alert in Japan, Last Alert over here in the United States. And we'll look at it, we'll just let it play for a minute, look at some of the cinematics, and then play some of the gameplay. Here we go. Take a second to load.
We, the Special Mission Unit, were sent here to rescue hostages upon a request from the Lloyd government. There was, however, no sight of a camp at the designated location. We had been tricked by the Lloyd regime. What met our eyes instead was... How could Lloyd's government betray us?
Colonel Kadat of the Republic of Libid, Mr. Lee of the Hong Kong Mafia, Chairman Steve of the Dual Foundation, Dr. Garcia, a brilliant physicist. With these four as its core figures, Force Project, an international armed band, began its evil activities. Its aim was to rule the world by organizing massacres, blackmailing, terrorism, and smuggling of weapons.
Yes, Mr. President. We're certain that Lloyd betrayed us. It seems that the Force Project is behind them. Their ability should not be underestimated. Yes, I have someone in mind. Let me handle this.
Is it over?
He's entrusted me with the task.
So you'll ask him then?
The only person who could possibly fight the Force Project is this man. Guy Kazama is the only...
Okay, let's play a little bit of this game. Pretty awesome. Like, this is one of the early TurboGrafx CD games. Got more cinematics to watch first.
I thought I'd find you here.
I thought we'd always do things together. even when we die.
We've received a report that Lloyd and the Force Project jointly developed a stealth aircraft.
You're not expecting me to steal it.
That's what I want. Spartan has already infiltrated into Lloyd's frontline base, Blue Rhinos. He'll be your assistant on this mission.
Well, I owe Lloyd and the Force Project one, and I always make it a rule to get square with these guys.
It's basically like Rambo. Look at that. I remember when this game was coming out and they would show like the cinematics for this in the game magazines. I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I was like, man, that TurboGrafx is so badass. I was like, God dang. Definitely want that system. Ironically, this is a game I never got on the old TurboGrafx, or when I originally had a Duo. That's why I've never played all the way through it, but I definitely want to. This is really cool looking, right? This is unique. It's like, I feel like Metal Gear-ish, a little bit of, I don't know, like Contra kind of feel. It's kind of like a lot of things, but also very much its own thing. That music makes a big difference too. Thank God it's not one hit, one kill. I would be dead super fast. Get me some life. There we go. Give me life right at the nick of time.
Guy Kazama, if you don't want the hostage killed, you should keep quiet.
Guy, the stealth bomber is in the back of this factory.
Okay, Spartan, hang in there just a while longer.
Weapons they give you are really cool. Oh yeah. I will save the rest of this game for a separate playthrough because I definitely want to go through it. It's ridiculously awesome. Let's check out something else. Alright, next up is a game called Shockman 3. There were 2 Shockmans that were released on PC Engine Hue cards. Shockman 3 was a Super CD game, and it is pretty cool. Sort of like Mega Man-ish.
我らガヤン文明は強大なるガッシュの力のため衰退の一途をたどった魔法より生まれいずる我らガヤンの民はあの栄光を忘れてはいけない。悪空を超え時空を超えかつての繁栄を再び取り戻さなくては。
I think a lot of people would say that Mega Man games are pretty difficult, and Shockman games are really easy. This one especially. Alright, let's play a little bit.
いつまで休んでるつもり？こんなリゾート地めったに来れないんだからいっぱい遊んどこうよ。
戦いのないこの南の島。
Let's skip past this. Options. Well, there is some difficulty you can change. Huh, that's good. Nice parallaxing. Not really. See, it's not really like Mega Man so much, right? It just seems like it is. Keep playing this, but we'll do this on another video too. Let's check out something else. Okay, this is Fatal Fury Special. It's for the arcade system card, the Neo Geo port, and it's pretty damn good.
Special.
I think that the brightness is a little too high because I did up that brightness for my NES. It might be a little too high. I don't know. Tell me what you think.
Hey, hey, hey! Move. Billy versus Kim.
We'll play one round with the brightness up and then we'll turn it down. We'll play that.
Round one. Fight.
Forgot I was gonna change it. We'll do it on the next match. I'm gonna change it right here.
Ooh. Hey, hey, hey!
Yeah, I think maybe it is a little too dark. I think I do need to have the brightness up.
Billy versus Kim.
Play one round, and then I'll change it.
Round 2. Fight!
Alright, I put the brightness back.
Round 3. Fight!
Yes, right there. I'm gonna try a different guy.
Hey, come on, come on.
The old Terry Booker.
Terry versus Kim. Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight! Hello, me! Hello, me! Hello, me!
Oh!
Hello, me! Okay!
Only I get to knock my cap off me. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Round 3! Fight! Hello, me! Hello, Halawi! Halawi!
So close. Ugh. All right, I think we should probably finish off with something really classic that everyone's seen 100,000 times, but is a great game to look at for the turbo and a great game to kind of evaluate this sort of stuff. And that's, of course, Lords of Thunder. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to leave the brightness raised. And you tell me what you think. Should it stay bright like that, or is it too bright for the turbo? I don't know. Tell me what you think. All right, here we go. And you can definitely see some of that green. That's not supposed to be green, but that is. And it's just, it is what it is. The green is just there. Okay. I think we're going to leave the brightness up where it's at right now. And here we go. think this is probably the best looking game. I don't know what to say. There are some really good looking games on TurboGrafx. I think that's pretty much going to wrap up this testing. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Yeah. You know what? We'll do one more, and I'll do this one. I'm going to actually go in here and turn the brightness down just to see the difference if it's just regular without the gamma correction applied. That might be something I have to be selective about, depending on the console. TurboGrafx might not need to. Okay. So here we go. This is without any kind of gamma correction. It's a little too dark. I think I do need it. I'm looking at it, and I think that's a little too dark. Let me bring that back in. 0.3 on the gamma. Sorry, I'm gonna bring the music down a little bit. I'm turning the gamma back to 0.3. Let's see how it looks. I think it looks a lot better with the brightness up. Okay, that's enough. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.